Have you ever wondered why you wake up tired, dizzy, or short of breath, even after a full night's sleep? If you're over 60, you might be blaming your age or daily stress. But what if the real reason is something you do every single night, without even thinking about it? What if the way you sleep is silently putting extra strain on your heart, slowly stealing your energy and independence? In this video, we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked factors affecting senior health: your sleeping position. You'll discover why the way you lie down at night could be quietly damaging your heart, increasing your risk of high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, or even stroke. This isn't just about comfort or a better pillow. This is about your long-term survival, vitality, and freedom. We'll reveal the single worst sleeping position for people over 60, and how it can lead to fatigue, nighttime heart strain, poor circulation, and even dangerous drops in oxygen while you sleep. But that's not all. You'll also learn which sleep positions protect your heart, improve your breathing, and help your body recover overnight. Stay with us, because in the second half of this video, you'll get proven, practical tips to make these changes easily, even if you've slept a certain way your entire life. And we'll share the simple, science-backed evening ritual that can double the benefits, rebuild your strength, and keep you independent for years to come. Don't miss a minute. Your future self will thank you. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Left side, right side, back, or stomach. Each sleeping position promises its comfort, but also hides its risks. For those of us growing older, those risks don't just stay the same. They get magnified, almost as if the body is holding up a warning sign every night. After the age of 60, our bodies are no longer able to bounce back from small stressors like they once did. The spine loses its springiness, each vertebra just a little less forgiving. The lungs, too, don't expand quite as freely, and sometimes it can feel like every breath taken in the dark is just a bit shallower than before. Circulation, which we rarely think about in youth, suddenly becomes central. Numbness in a hand, tingling in a foot, or that slow ache in the hips can all be traced back to the way we lie down at night. But what truly shocks me, and I say this as someone who's seen far too many friends and patients ignore these little things, is just how much your sleep position can affect your heart, directly and indirectly. It's not just about feeling stiff in the morning. Some positions physically squeeze major arteries, silently blocking the easy flow of blood. Others can make it harder to breathe deeply, because the diaphragm is pinched or the chest can't rise. And if you're prone to acid reflux, well, that burning sensation isn't just uncomfortable. It's another layer of stress on your already hard-working heart. I wish more people understood that poor sleep posture isn't simply about being tired the next day. The research is clear. It's connected to higher rates of high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms like atrial fibrillation, and even the terrifying diagnosis of congestive heart failure. Sometimes, people will tell me, "But I feel fine. I sleep through the night, no problem." What I always want to say, sometimes gently, sometimes with a bit more urgency, is that your body is keeping score, even when you're not aware of it. You might not wake up gasping, but a sleep position that drops your oxygen saturation by even a few percentage points is still forcing your heart to work overtime, night after night. It's like expecting your heart to run a marathon in the darkness while you dream. No training, no break, just relentless effort. This is why, after 60, your sleeping position isn't just a matter of comfort. It's about survival. It's about making choices that ease the burden on your circulation, help your lungs expand, and allow your organs, especially your heart, to finally rest and recover. Ignore it, and you may not notice the consequences until you're living with fatigue, breathlessness, a skipped heartbeat, or worse. But here's what gives me hope. It doesn't take a drastic overhaul to see results. Sometimes, a simple adjustment, just one thoughtful change, can dramatically improve your rest and take the load off your heart. I've seen it happen. A different pillow, a small wedge under the knees, or turning onto one side can be the difference between waking up tired and waking up truly refreshed. So what should you do? Coming up, we'll dive into the details. Exactly which positions put your heart at risk, and which ones support its nightly recovery. And if you take away just one thing, let it be this. Sleeping flat on your back, known as the supine position, might have worked for you in your youth. It might even feel familiar and comfortable. But after 60, it's often the most dangerous choice for your heart and lungs. Here's why this matters so much. When you lie flat on your back, gravity isn't your friend. It pulls your tongue and soft tissues backward, narrowing your airway and setting you up for sleep apnea, a condition where breathing stops and starts repeatedly through the night. This isn't just about loud snoring. Every time your oxygen dips, your heart leaps into action, pumping harder, your blood pressure surges, your pulse races, and your body releases stress hormones over and over again. Imagine your heart forced into a fight or flight panic every few minutes, all night long. Over the years, this relentless cycle can lead to high blood pressure, irregular heartbeats, enlargement of the heart, and even stroke. It's a scary thought, but it's also an empowering one, because now you know, and you can do something about it. Your heart deserves a break. With a few mindful changes, you can finally give it the restful, healing night it's been waiting for. Now, let's take a moment to truly think about what aging does to our bodies, and then imagine how all those changes mix with the simple act of lying down to sleep. As we get older, our bodies quietly, but inevitably, lose some of their youthful resilience. Blood vessels become less elastic and more fragile, our hearts don't bounce back as quickly after exertion, and even our lungs can't quite take in the same deep breaths they used to. These changes aren't just medical trivia, they're daily realities for millions of seniors, and I see it in my own loved ones as well as my patients. That's why poor oxygenation during sleep hits older adults so much harder. The body simply can't compensate the way it once did. And honestly, it breaks my heart to know how many people suffer in silence, chalking up their exhaustion or morning headaches to just getting older, when the real culprit is lurking in the dark, untreated sleep apnea. It's not just about being tired, the risks are life-altering. Research clearly shows that seniors with untreated sleep apnea are at much higher risk of developing atrial fibrillation, a scary and dangerous heart rhythm problem. This isn't something to shrug off. Atrial fibrillation isn't just a heart hiccup. It can lead to blood clots, strokes, and even heart failure. I've watched strong, vibrant older adults lose their independence because of a single, silent episode that started in their sleep. And here's a detail I wish everyone knew. The #1 sleeping position that quietly makes all of this worse? Lying flat on your back. Yes, something as innocent as your favorite resting position could be undermining your heart every single night. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But the story doesn't end there. Sleeping on your back does something else insidious, especially for older adults. It lets gravity pull stomach acid up into the esophagus, leading to that dreaded nighttime acid reflux. I've listened to so many seniors describe waking up coughing, choking, or just feeling off in the morning, never realizing it's because stomach acid has been creeping upward all night. This isn't just uncomfortable, it can inflame your airways, interrupt your breathing, and place even more stress on a heart that's already working overtime. It's a terrible cycle, and most people don't even realize it's happening because it all unfolds while you think you're peacefully resting. So please, if you're someone who wakes up exhausted even after what should have been a full night's sleep, if you find yourself with a dry mouth, a sore throat, a pounding heart, or if your partner ever mentions that you stop breathing or snore loudly at night, don't ignore these signs. They're not just the cost of aging. You might be able to fix this, not with expensive pills, complicated devices, or endless doctor visits, but simply by changing how you sleep. Of course, nothing in health is one size fits all. There are always exceptions. People who have spinal problems, who've just had surgery, or who need special positioning for medical reasons may truly need to sleep on their backs. But for the vast majority of seniors, especially anyone with high blood pressure, heart issues, or chronic snoring, avoiding the supine, on your back, position can be transformative for your heart and overall well-being. And the good news? There's a better way. In just a moment, I'll reveal the single sleeping position that's not only more comfortable for most older adults, but is also scientifically shown to reduce heart strain, help you breathe easier, and may even lower your risk of sudden cardiac events during the night. Think about that for a second. If simply turning onto your side at night could make your heart safer and your mornings brighter, isn't that worth trying? So what's the most heart-protective sleeping position, especially for those of us growing older? Overwhelmingly, experts recommend sleeping on your left side. I know it sounds almost too simple to be true, but I've seen firsthand just how powerful this little shift can be. For seniors in particular, sleeping on the left side can be nothing short of a game changer. Here's why. First, when you rest on your left side, your heart sits just a little higher than your other organs. Gravity works in your favor, gently relieving pressure on your heart muscle and making it easier for blood to flow where it needs to go. The aorta, the main highway carrying oxygen-rich blood from your heart, curves to the left, and when you sleep this way, your heart doesn't have to push quite so hard. I find that beautiful, honestly. How something so gentle can help the heart do its hardest work. Secondly, your lungs benefit, too. In the left side position, they have more space to expand, making it easier for you to breathe deeply and fully. If you or someone you love deals with sleep apnea, COPD, or even just a tendency to breathe shallowly at night, this position can make a world of difference. Imagine waking up refreshed, clear-headed, and without that heavy, foggy feeling so many people think is just part of getting older. Third, there's the digestion factor. Your stomach naturally sits on the left, and when you sleep on that side, gravity helps keep stomach acid down, dramatically reducing nighttime heartburn and reflux. That means fewer awakenings, more restful sleep, and, most importantly, less stress on your heart. You might not realize it, but even mild reflux at night activates the body's stress response, keeping your heart in a low-grade alert mode instead of letting it rest and heal. And there's even more. Studies show that left-side sleeping boosts your lymphatic system, the body's natural detox network. Overnight, your brain and organs are busy flushing out waste and toxins, but as we age, that process slows down. Sleeping on your left gives your body a little nudge, making detox more efficient and helping your brain and heart recover better while you sleep. For anyone wanting to stay sharp and energetic in their later years, this is a secret worth sharing. In my personal opinion, this is one of the simplest, most loving acts of self-care a senior can choose. It doesn't cost a thing. It doesn't require fancy equipment or hours of research. Just a gentle shift, left side, heart up, lungs open, stomach settled, brain cleared. If you're struggling with sleep or worried about your heart, I genuinely hope you'll give this a try. Sometimes, the smallest change can make the biggest difference, and you deserve to wake up feeling alive, strong, and ready for the day ahead. In contrast, sleeping on your right side is a bit of a double-edged sword, especially when it comes to heart health. On one hand, some people find that lying on the right can slightly reduce the sensation of their heart beating in their chest, and for a few, it does offer a bit of comfort. But on the other hand, research has uncovered a hidden risk. This position can gently squeeze the vena cava, the main vein responsible for carrying deoxygenated blood back to your heart. I find this detail both fascinating and a little unsettling. Imagine the very act of rest quietly restricting the life-giving flow of blood, especially if your heart is already working harder than it should. For those living with heart palpitations or irregular rhythms, that simple choice of position can, unfortunately, make every flutter or skip feel even stronger, turning a peaceful night's rest into a source of anxiety. Now, let's be honest. Nobody expects you to freeze on your left side for 8 hours straight. We're human, not robots. I know firsthand how hard it can be to change habits, especially when they're tied to something as intimate as sleep. But what if I told you that simply starting your night on your left, maybe hugging a soft body pillow for comfort, or propping yourself up just a bit on your left side, could gradually transform your sleep and heart health. It's such a small adjustment. Free, gentle, and surprisingly powerful over time. I wish someone had told me sooner that these little tweaks could matter so much. And if you're someone who's always slept on your back or curled up on your stomach, the thought of switching might seem daunting or even impossible. Believe me, I've been there. It's easy to feel discouraged, like you're too set in your ways. But here's the truth that brings me hope. The body is incredibly adaptable, even as we age. Sometimes, all it takes is a few smart changes to your sleep environment to help you make the switch. Stop trying to force yourself into a new habit overnight. Instead, start by changing your pillow setup. Most people who struggle with side sleeping are simply using the wrong pillow, either too flat, causing their neck to droop uncomfortably, or too thick, pushing the head awkwardly upward. I always recommend a medium firm pillow, ideally with a slight dip for your neck, or one specially designed for side sleepers. The right support can make the difference between tossing and turning or finally sinking into blissful, healing rest. Next, let's talk about body alignment, a detail that's easy to overlook but has made a world of difference for me. Try slipping a body pillow down your side, or just placing a regular pillow between your knees. This small step keeps your hips and lower back in gentle alignment, reduces tension, and, best of all, keeps you from rolling over without you even noticing. Our bodies crave symmetry and comfort, especially as we get older. Give yourself that balance, and watch how your body rewards you with deeper, more restful sleep. Still find yourself waking up flat on your back? You're not alone, and there's no need to feel frustrated. Here's a little trick that's worked wonders for my friends and me. Tuck a rolled towel or small cushion behind your back to create a gentle barrier. For the determined among us, sewing a tennis ball into the back of a sleep shirt provides a soft but clear reminder to stay put, without jarring you awake. Think of it as a gentle nudge from your subconscious. Stay on your side, it's good for you. If you're a lifelong stomach sleeper, I understand the challenge. Old habits do die hard. But don't give up. A wedge pillow or an extra cushion against your front can mimic the sensation of stomach sleeping, helping your brain feel safe and grounded, but without putting your neck and chest under harmful pressure. Another personal tip: focus on your left side during the most important part of your sleep cycle, the first 2 to 3 hours after you drift off. That's when your body is most deeply at rest, soaking up the healing benefits of slow-wave sleep. Even if you turn over later, you've already gifted your heart a precious window of recovery. Consider also building a gentle bedtime ritual to reinforce your new habit. Maybe you like to read a book, listen to calming music, or do a little meditation before sleep. Try doing these while lying on your left. Over time, your brain will associate this position with relaxation and safety, making it easier to maintain through the night. And here's the most uplifting truth of all. Your brain is remarkably adaptable, even at 60, 70, or 80 years old. I think our later years are the perfect time to nurture small, positive changes. Seniors often wake more at night, which offers more opportunities to gently reposition onto the left side. With patience and consistency, what once felt awkward or unfamiliar can become second nature, and even comforting. It may take a little effort, a few new pillows, and a bit of patience, but believe me, the payoff is real. You're not just chasing better sleep. You're actively protecting your heart, supporting your independence, and investing in many more good nights to come. And that, in my opinion, is a change worth making. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Coming up next, let's take a journey into something that could truly transform the way you age, an evening ritual that, when combined with left-side sleeping, becomes so much more than just another health tip. It's a nightly act of self-care that can genuinely amplify your heart health, supercharge your digestion, and spark a gentle wave of healing and recovery throughout your body, all while you rest. I know so many of us have heard about the benefits of sleeping on the left side. And yes, it's powerful. It's honestly one of the simplest but most profound changes you can make to support your heart and your gut as you get older. But what if I told you that left side sleeping is only the beginning? Imagine adding one small, easy step to your nightly routine, creating a synergy that doesn't just protect your heart, it helps rebuild it, makes it stronger, and supports your metabolism in ways that are backed by real science. So what is this magical ritual? It's a nightly dose of slow-digesting, high-quality protein, specifically casein protein, taken about 30 to 60 minutes before you head to bed. Not whey, not soy, but casein. I have to admit, when I first heard about this, I was a little skeptical. But the more I dug into the research and tried it myself, the more convinced I became. This is not just about muscles. It's about giving your heart, your body's engine, the fuel it needs to heal and recover, even as you sleep. Here's why this matters so much, especially for those of us in our golden years. As we sleep, our bodies naturally fast. No food, no nutrients coming in. For younger folks, that's hardly a problem. They rebound with energy and vigor. But as we get older, the overnight fast can quietly work against us. Muscle loss creeps in, recovery slows, and our hearts, made of muscle tissue themselves, become more susceptible to damage, stress, and a slow drain of nutrients. I've seen it with my own family, and I've felt it in my own body, those mornings when I woke up feeling more drained than restored. But here's the hopeful, empowering part. Casein protein digests slowly, taking 6 to 8 hours to release a steady stream of vital amino acids into your system. It's like an 4 drip of nourishment for your muscles and your heart, exactly when your body would otherwise be running on empty. Those amino acids aren't just numbers in a study. They're the raw materials your body uses to preserve muscle, mend tissue, regulate your metabolism, and support cardiovascular healing, all through the quiet hours of the night. Honestly, once you feel the difference in your morning energy and recovery, it's hard to imagine going back. Pair this with left side sleeping, and you're giving your body a double dose of support. The left side position naturally optimizes heart function, improves circulation, and even lessens acid reflux. A real gift if you've ever struggled with restless nights or morning indigestion. Add in the casein protein, and suddenly you're not just protecting your heart, you're actively helping it heal and grow stronger. You're supporting muscle health, regulating blood sugar, and laying down a foundation for better mornings, with less stiffness, more vitality, and a sense that your body is finally working with you, not against you. I can't help but get excited thinking about what this could mean over time. Keeping your muscles strong means your heart stays resilient. A healthy heart circulates blood more efficiently, keeps your blood pressure steady, and reduces the daily strain on your whole system. Enhanced overnight recovery means you wake up ready to move, ready to take on the day, not weighed down by fatigue or discomfort. And if you're already active, whether it's resistance training or simply walking around your neighborhood, this combination turns every night into a powerful recovery session. You don't have to overhaul your diet. Just 1 scoop of micellar casein protein in water or almond milk is enough. Or if you like a more real food approach, a serving of low-fat cottage cheese or plain Greek yogurt does the trick. The key is to aim for around 30 to 40 grams of protein, with at least 2.5 grams of leucine, an amino acid that tells your body, it's time to repair and rebuild. I love this part of my routine because it feels gentle and nourishing, not overwhelming or complicated. To me, this isn't just another health hack. It's a mindset shift. It's about stacking your habits, combining the power of smart sleep posture with smart nutrition, to move away from passive aging and toward intentional, proactive self-care. Every night, you're giving your body a chance to heal, to build, to thrive. And the results? They add up, night after night, until you suddenly realize, you're not just getting older, you're getting stronger, inside and out. Coming up next, we're going to dive deep into the real-life signs that tell you, quietly but surely, that your efforts are working, and most importantly, how to transform these simple steps into a lifelong habit that can truly protect your independence and dignity for years, even decades, down the road. Now, let's pause and recognize the courage it takes to make any change at all, especially when it comes to your nightly routine. You've made the shift to sleeping on your left side. You've made the conscious choice to add a slow-release casein protein before bed, even though, at first, these may have felt like small, almost invisible adjustments. But the big question that always lingers at the back of our minds is, how do you know if it's working? I've asked myself this, too. We all want proof, right? The truth is, the evidence won't show up in big, dramatic ways. No neon signs, no fireworks. But your wise and resilient body will start whispering clues, gently but unmistakably. The very first and, in my opinion, the most heartwarming sign is the way you feel when you wake up in the morning. This is personal for me. There's something so hopeful about starting the day with ease rather than dragging yourself out of bed, feeling like your body is made of stone. If you notice that you're rising with less stiffness, that your joints feel looser, or that the heaviness in your legs has faded even a little, it's not your imagination. These are your body's quiet messages that inflammation is easing and precious muscle is being preserved, not lost to the slow erosion of time. You might also experience something I find deeply comforting, a calmer, steadier heart rate. It's not about being a marathon runner or having an athlete's heart. It's about feeling that gentle, reassuring thump in your chest. Not racing, not pounding with anxiety, but steady and at peace. With better sleep positioning and smarter nutrition, your body spends less time on high alert, less time in that stressful fight or flight state, and more time in deep, healing repair. Over the weeks, you might even see your resting heart rate drop, a subtle but powerful marker of a healthier, more resilient heart. And then there are the nights themselves. I've spoken to so many older friends and family members who have just resigned themselves to restless, fragmented sleep. But what if that's not inevitable? With left side sleeping and casein protein working together, you may find you're waking up less in the middle of the night. Fewer interruptions from blood sugar dips or that burning, miserable acid reflux. Instead, you're sinking into deeper, more restorative sleep, even if the total hours don't change. The feeling of truly restful sleep is, honestly, life-changing. Let's talk about daytime energy, the spark that makes everything possible. So many people accept fatigue as just part of getting older, but I believe with all my heart that you deserve more. When your muscles are nourished, your blood sugar is balanced, and your heart is beating more easily, you're not just surviving, you're starting to thrive again. You may notice a subtle lift in your motivation, a desire to get outside, walk a little farther, maybe reconnect with a hobby you once loved. That's your body's way of telling you, I'm healing. I'm getting stronger. Don't give up on me yet. If you're someone who keeps track of blood pressure or blood sugar, maybe because your doctor told you to, or maybe out of sheer determination to stay on top of your health, don't be surprised if your numbers slowly start to stabilize. Fewer unpredictable spikes, more consistent readings. This isn't some miracle. It's the practical, science-backed result of lowering stress on your heart and regulating your metabolism with smarter evening choices. And for those of you who are adding resistance training into your routine, and if you are, I applaud you. This is where it gets even more exciting. You might recover faster between workouts, notice that your balance or posture is subtly improving, or feel a real sense of pride in how your strength is building. These are not small things. These are victories that add up and spill over into every part of your life, from confidence to independence. Of course, real change is never instant. It takes patience, faith, and a little bit of stubbornness. But if you stick with it, give these habits a fair chance, within 2 to 4 weeks, you might be amazed at how you feel. Within 2 to 3 months, you'll start seeing the evidence, not just feeling it. And in 6 months or more, the transformation is nothing short of profound. The renewed strength, the regained independence, and the fresh sense of vitality aren't just ideas. They're visible in your reflection, in the way you stand, in the way you move confidently through each day. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In the end, These are more than just health tips. They're building blocks for a longer, stronger, more independent life. One where you get to call the shots, enjoy the freedom you've earned, and keep doing what you love for as many years as possible. That, to me, is worth every effort. Knowledge truly is power, but only if you take that next brave step and put it into action. It's not enough to simply know that your sleeping habits and bedtime choices are quietly shaping the future of your heart, your physical strength, and, perhaps most importantly, your independence. I say this not just as a fact, but as a deep, personal truth that's hit home for me, time and again. Information sitting idle is just potential. It becomes true power only when we allow it to transform our daily lives. The real victory, the one that makes all the difference, is when you turn these recovery rituals into something so natural, so automatic, that they work for you night after night, without feeling like a chore or a challenge. I've learned firsthand that the secret isn't about forcing yourself to adopt a brand new habit, but about weaving it seamlessly into the fabric of your identity. Imagine the difference. You're not simply someone trying to sleep better. No, you are a person who treasures strength, who fiercely protects your heart health, and who honors your independence as a non-negotiable. People with this mindset, people like you and me, don't gamble with their future. We take small, steady steps to safeguard it, every single day. But let's be honest, building a new ritual can feel overwhelming at first. So, how do you make sure it truly sticks, even on those nights when you're tired or tempted to skip it? My heartfelt advice is to anchor this healthy ritual to something you already do, without fail, every single night. For me, that's brushing my teeth, a habit ingrained since childhood. Why not place your casein protein powder and shaker bottle right next to your toothbrush? That simple visual cue means that the moment you finish brushing, you're already halfway to giving your body the overnight support it craves. It's almost effortless. And don't underestimate the power of small reminders in the beginning. A gentle nudge, a note on your bathroom mirror, a quick alert on your phone, or even a friendly sticky note on your nightstand can make all the difference. Remember, in the early days, consistency is so much more important than sheer willpower. Trust me, you won't need those reminders forever. Soon, this routine will feel as natural as breathing. Make it a pleasure, not a punishment. Pick a protein flavor that truly delights you. Take a moment to enjoy it, sip by sip, letting it become a soothing part of your nightly wind down instead of just another box to check. This simple act isn't a burden. It's a gift, one that honors your body, calms your mind, and gently protects your well-being while you sleep. Every night you do this, you're showing yourself a quiet kind of love, a deep respect that echoes through every cell as you rest. And that, to me, is something truly worth celebrating. And there you have it, a powerful reminder that even the smallest changes to your nightly routine can quietly transform your health, your strength, and your independence for years to come. I hope that what we've shared today has opened your eyes to just how much power you have over your well-being, simply by choosing to act on what you know. Now, I want to hear from you. What resonated with you the most? Was there something you learned today that surprised you, or a simple idea you're excited to try for yourself? Please take a moment and comment below with one thing you've learned from this video, and, most importantly, tell us how you plan to put it into practice in your own life. Your stories and experiences can inspire so many others in our community, and I truly can't wait to read them. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support helps us bring more valuable, life-changing information to people just like you. Until next time, take care of yourself, and remember, you have the power to shape your future, one gentle habit at a time.